Permanent Secretary, my sister Konkani and her able deputy, our board member, Ms. Ba. Thank you so much for today. All the directors, Deputy MD of GNPC, all the directors of the Petroleum Commission Gambia, and my colleagues from Accra, Ghana. Good morning again, and thank you for today. Today, Kani has mentioned that we are signing an MOU that has taken some years to get here. Our colleagues from the Gambia have made about 6 visits to Ghana, if I recall, some before my time at the Petroleum Commission in Ghana. And today is our first time, and we thought it was important that we come to the Gambia to ensure that we can culminate our relationship into the signing of this MOU. As my colleague Kani just said, the work actually starts after the signing of the MOU with the implementation. So like I said earlier, thank you for welcoming us into your smiling coasts and your very, very, very hospitable country. And on behalf of the President of the Republic of Ghana and our Minister of Energy and Green Transition, Mr. John Jinapor, I would wish to express our appreciation for this visit. There are challenging times ahead of the industry for resource-producing countries, especially for frontier and for new producers. There's been a crunch in investments due to green transition, and so for that we are grateful that we can form relationships with frontier countries, especially for ourselves in Africa, in terms of regulation, in terms of peer learning, to see how we can support ourselves. As Kani just mentioned, it's not always that we have to go to Europe or North America for assistance. We in Ghana are a little longer in the journey than you. Some other countries, Nigeria and the rest, are a few years ahead of us. But the peer learning, benchmarking that we can do amongst ourselves is one that we think is important. So, like I said, Ghana has had long relationships with Gambia for many years, dating back to our colonial areas. We share a common language, we share common legal systems, we share so many things in common, heritage and culture. I believe we have a Ghanaian village.
There's a Ghana town.
A Ghana town. And so for us, this forms a solid basis for our partners in development to pursue our shared commitments to exploit our natural resources, to be able to build resilient economies, and to focus on shared prosperity and improvement at the end of the day for the welfare of our people, and also to ensure that we have energy security and to be able to then develop both downstream and a petrochemical industry as well. Quite recently, our historical ties have been transformed into technical and business ties for both countries, as like we said, we are witnessing today in the signing of a technical cooperation agreement in the extractive sector. I thank again Director General of the PC, the board and its management for their commitment to our Ghana-Gambia bilateral relationship. And it's our fervent hope that this partnership will be strengthened further to drive economic growth for our countries, as I just mentioned. It is our view that today's signing of the MOU is more than a formal act. It's a landmark moment and a powerful symbol of our mutual commitment to a brighter future, and it cannot be overemphasized, especially in this country, in this period where many African countries are actually racing to the bottom in an attempt to attract more investment. And so we keep lowering our fiscals, lowering regulatory issues to ensure that, or to, in the hope that we attract more investment, but at the end of the day, then we end up competing amongst ourselves. And so there's therefore the need for ONG, oil and gas producing countries, especially as new producers, to cooperate and reorient our institutional preoccupation and mandates in terms of optimizing the benefits of our newfound resources. This is imperative. By uniting our strengths, we are taking a vital step towards addressing shared challenges and seizing new opportunities in the petroleum sector. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen and our friends from the media, in an increasingly interconnected world, collaboration and cooperation is key to sustainable growth. And this agreement will allow our two institutions to foster deeper cooperation, strong institutional, technical, and economic ties between our nations as well. It will allow us to leverage complementary strengths, combine the unique expertise that some of us have had and learning from each other as well, our resources, innovation capabilities of our two institutions to drive mutual development. Again, and before I conclude, I would like to extend Our sincere gratitude to everyone whose dedication and hard work has brought us here today. Like I said, this work has been going on for a few years before I came to the Petroleum Commission and before my sister ran away from GNPC to come to the Petroleum Commission. Every day we hear every 5 minutes we hear the minister saying that, and so I think he misses her. But again, the role of the regulator is key and is important, and we are glad that we have Kani championing that role. The tireless efforts on both teams have made today a reality, and they must be commended. The important task of turning the commitments in our MOU into meaningful, on-the-ground results starts from today. Yesterday, as my sister mentioned, we had a few technical engagements. Actually, it was longer, a few hours, which was extremely interesting, relating to regulatory governance and operational challenges and how these have been addressed from our end in Ghana, our institutional financing and budgetary constraints, if any, and sustainability of our budgets, public procurement processes, and our key relationships with institutions like our Environmental Protection Agency, the Revenue Authorities, the Maritime Authorities, Parliament, and other oversight institutions. And then we also looked at the licensing framework and management, data acquisition, and the like. I'm confident that through this mutual respect and open dialogue and a shared vision, we will not only be able to achieve the goals outlined in our MOU, but will continue to enhance and build on the friendship and relationship between the two Gs, Ghana and Gambia. Today's gathering is indeed indicative of our preparedness to collaborate and to work to promote development of the fledgling oil and gas industry in both countries. Thank you for your vision, your commitment, and your presence here today, all of you, and I look forward to remarkable progress we will make together. We pray that God blesses both the Republic of Ghana and the Republic of the Gambia. Thank you.